Tasmania, the home of exploration. Fresh air, beautiful lush scenery, incredible sunsets and a great atmosphere loved by all. For us, Tassie is the key to adventure. This great island has it all. Challenging rocky terrain, abusing mud tracks and bog holes, and fine quicksand that is technical even for the most experienced. Come with us as we take the trip of our lifetime. Welcome to Aussie Travellers.
Holy fuck me! Whoa!
So where are we, Dave?
We're currently about to do Sandy Cape, Tasmania.
Northwest Tasmania. It's going to be great fun. Gone down to 16 pounds.
Yeah, 15, 16 pounds should be mint.
Yeah, hope we don't get stuck.
Yeah.
Jumping into our first track of the trip is the renowned Sandy Cape Track. Hinted from the name, this track provides gorgeous coastlines, shining white sand, and vast stretches of beach that can cover over 12 kilometres of low-range driving. We will be doing tracks such as the famous Belfast Track, Montezuma Falls Track, and the Climbing Track, as well as camping at some of the most stunning destinations right across Tassie.
Righto, so we got to the end of Sandy Cape Track, up to the lighthouse there.
Yeah, really good views, 180 degrees around, I think even a bit more, and the winds were right up there, weren't they, mate?
Yeah, she was definitely blowing. We had a little tarp on some strings, like a parachute. Trying to hold on to that was a bit of fun.
Yeah, and one stop there, but I don't think it was very edible after the amount of sand that was in there.
Oh yeah, no, there's almost as much sand as my pizza last night, mate.
Yeah, on the fire, that wasn't too good, eh?
But yeah, anyway, we're just punching up the beach now, coming straight back down Sandy Cape Track, and then we're gonna, I'm not sure how we're doing for time. High tide's at 4, it's currently 2:30, so we'll be right on the beach here. But we might head up the Belfast Track today.
Yeah, which would be good. After a few more river crossings, we decided it was time to take on the infamous Belfast Track.
So
Made it to the Belfast Track, mate.
just hitting up the Belfast right now, doing the little techie rocky bit at the start.
Yeah.
See how many punches we can make while going up.
The Belfast Track spans over several kilometres with smelly bog holes one after the other. These ain't for the faint of hearted though, so there are other lines around the large bogs that spread right across the open plains. Hit him with your build up. At the end of the track, a long hill climb is presented with the Mount Belfast Track point via a 60% gradient in the terrain packed with large boulders and deep ruts. The view from the trig point was absolutely spectacular, but it was time to keep cracking on. After visiting the trig point, we made our way back to the historical town of Belfast for a short stop and wander. Then we made our way back to camp in preparation for what we had planned the next day.
Oh, really? You serious? I'm actually joking about that. My ears know that.
Bed back in.
The next morning we had a short drive on the blacktop and a quick trip across the Carina barge bound for Montezuma Falls. Here we would make the trek to Montezuma Falls Lookout and Suspension Bridge. Once we got to the start of the Montezuma Falls track, it had become apparent that this wasn't going to be an easy one. The track had closed in, almost like a rainforest would. Everything was damp and wet, and the only way we could go was forward. Judging by the conditions of the track, we were the first to drive it for a few days. So a slippery mud practically coated every surface, making it really tricky to find grip when it was most needed. With only 1 hour down at this pace, things weren't looking too hopeful up ahead. The long journey started to get tiring, and our hopes of making the falls without a touch of panel damage weren't so likely. Next time on Aussie Travellers. Will we reach the destination? 6 hard hours of low-range fall driving, rocks plummeting off cliffs, mud blocking radiators and brakes. How will we go? Find out next time on Aussie Travellers.